Show some Stefan some music.
It's nice because it's spelled wrong. Morgenspaziergang.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be spelled with an E, but it's an A here.
Yeah.
And I think they spelled it right, but on the record it's wrong.
Yeah.
And Autobahn, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. And I know you said you didn't know who Ted Nugent was offhand, the musician, but nowadays he's a huge Trump supporter, and I actually got this from his official website, and he autographed a picture of him when he met Trump.
Okay.
And in the 1970s, he was my dad's favorite musician, and this is his most famous album.
Okay.
He had the song Cat Scratch Fever. And
he looks just like you now.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because Dad was a fan of him, and he kind of looked like Ted Nugent a little bit, but his music's pretty good. But I always liked his album covers because they're very over the top. He's got the lightning going on and stuff.
Just take a photo of you with the record. Okay.
And this one, I always like this one because this guitar's turning into a gun. And I've got a couple copies of this, and I think this is the one. Yeah, it says for military sale only, so they must have sold this to soldiers.
Okay.
Back in the 70s and 80s, probably.
I didn't know that they do that.
I didn't either.
Records only for soldiers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that was really strange to have that stamped on there. And I've got, this was his popular live album, and it's called Gonzo. And it's funny because the song entitled that, it's only on this record, and I've never found a studio version. But it's a good song. But that and this was funny. In the late 70s, he'd swing out into the crowd in a loincloth like a caveman. And that was his whole thing. But in the 70s, of course, like a lot of rock stars, he indulged in women and stuff. And of course, with him being a Trump supporter, they're like, ew, he's a chauvinist pig.
Yeah.
And of course, he likes Trump and things like that. But a lot of people see him as a guy who talks about just believing in God and guns and stuff. And that's why he supports Trump, because he thinks he thinks that Trump thinks the same way, I think. And he thought he was the positive leader. But he used to perform for troops and stuff, and of course they found some video where he made a racist comment or something. So, and the media tried to cancel him. He got death threats and stuff over it, but he still performs from the troops and the national anthem when he can. But I think it's great because in the 70s he was here in America, he was really big for Cat Scratch Fever was his song, and he opened for Kiss, and Kiss was of course they're worldwide.
Yeah.
And he would be their opening act. And my dad saw him in the 70s when he was right out of high school, and right before I went into high school, I got the chance, and I saw Ted Nugent and Kiss together. So it was really cool because Dad got to see him almost 30 years later, and it was one of my first big concerts I got to go to. So it's pretty neat. And of course, here's original Kiss vinyl, the first album. And I mean, these things, I mean, sure, when they were new, they were probably maybe $5 to $8, but now, just the original ones, they're worth anywhere from $10 to $50.
Yeah.
So that
Depends on the condition.
yes, yeah. So I collect those, and I've got all kinds of different ones. I do have I was trying to find it before you came here. I've got a John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. And I've got one of his albums.
Okay.
But I don't have very many. My aunt, she had a large Beatles collection, and Todd was telling me, he said, yeah, he goes, I remember playing Frisbees with those when we were kids. And I was like, ah! So he didn't keep them, unfortunately. But we have some of them laying around somewhere.
So, Ron, tell me, with this foot thing, you're not allowed to leave the house at all, or you can go out around the house?
It's just inside.
Just inside?
Just
Yeah.
inside.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. No, we understand. We understand completely.
It must be so boring for you.
Oh yeah. They said we could go, like after they did one visit, they said since the Pulcher's enclosed, that I could go out though, but we don't want to risk it.
Yeah, we don't know the actual.
They could be like, oh, he's outside and get me.
Yeah.
So you haven't been outside for about 15 days now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And
it's another week now.
Hopefully in 5 days they don't cancel it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I hope so too. Yeah.
And another thing about that, yeah, if Vernon didn't have modeling and things to keep him occupied, I think
I'd be bold.
he was very upset whenever they canceled it, obviously.
Yeah,
And
sure.
so, yeah. Let's see here.
Yo, show Stefan the skeleton head of waiting
Which one?
on the table.
But big ol' leg is going to be about 2 feet
Uh-huh.
high and got the handrail too and the gun and all that.
I think it's going to be 3 feet in height altogether.
Yeah.
But he's been working on that right before his freshman year. It said it'd take 2 years to get all the pieces in the mail.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I know Vernon liked models already, and it's just one of his things.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make sure to statue that.
Oh yeah. We got this. I got that at a Goodwill. Someone made a resin mold of a skeleton. It's pretty strange.
Uh-huh. Oh,
It's got some weight.
whoops.
Oh, it's alright.
Dice!
They put those in there. They're
Yeah,
just
magnets.
they're magnets. That,
Okay.
of course, they added that in there to make it more creepy, I guess.
Funny.
But oh yeah, we got all. But here's a good one.
Ah.
I got this. I ordered it the day that he dropped out. Because I was like, I want to have that just because my mom, at the Bedford Square where the courthouse is, she actually waved at Bobby Kennedy when he campaigned in the 60s.
Yeah.
And I always joke with Mom, I'm like, if he hadn't have stopped and waved at you, he might have made it. But I was just messing with Mom all the time, joking with her about it. But I really get
It's
a
all
kick.
her fault.
Yeah, it's all her fault.
This one I actually made all custom from the movie Carl about the evil Colette.
So, that's the difficult question. How many cars does he have?
Oh, man.
It must have been 20 or something.
I think so. I'll
No, it
ask
has to
him.
be
I'll
at least in
I'll
the
ask him.
50s.
He might answer quickly. Let's see.
Well, like 52.
Because I know he'll know.
Yeah, sure.
Did
He knows the birthday of every of his cars.
That's right. Todd's sending some pictures right now. That's him at work right now, Todd. His job today. He's tearing out all these old. I think they're steam pumps, and they're going to replace all that.
Okay.
They call it a demo job.
He's a man of many faces.
Yeah.
He looked totally different when we met him in his driveway and then at church. And here he looks also completely different.
Yeah. I feel like he has a good time at work and everything, and he likes what he does, and I'm learning to like it because to me it's all very frustrating because I'm just learning it.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
But I've done a lot worse, like the concrete. I sent him to you on Instagram. I don't know if you saw him last night, but learning this pipe stuff's a lot better than shoveling concrete because there's no intelligence. You're just scooping it.
Yeah. That's just manual labor.
Yeah, so once I'm able to help put stuff together, like I'm mainly a fitter, and the fitter's the guy that just helps hold it up while the welder tacks it and stuff.
Yeah.
And then if you can gain the skills, you can become the welder, and then all you're doing is putting the weld in, and the other guy's doing all the figuring.
Yeah, I see.
So, but it takes both. You have to learn it both.
Sure.
Walter's playing Doom, his favorite game.
Okay. Doom. That's still a thing. It's so old. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's November too, and that's when John F. Kennedy was assassinated, so it's kind of like scary.
Yeah. I'm not sure he would like that.
No.
I remember that film. I think that was one of the first with morphing and stuff.
Yeah, the
It was really
Second
creepy.
yes, yeah. The one actor, the Robert Patrick, that plays the liquid cop, and he turned his hand into knives and stuff.
Yeah.
His brother was in the band Filter and 9 Inch Nails, and they were both very popular music bands and stuff. But, Have you ever? I was gonna show you this because it's always made me laugh. It's one of my other favorite German things I've always looked at. And it was Mike Myers. Have you ever doing Sprockets? They do a parody of German television.
Okay.
And I think you would get a kick out of it. From the Saturday Night Live show in the 90s.
Welcome to Sprockets. I'm your host, Dieter. First of all, I would like to welcome our new affiliates in East Germany who are carrying Sprockets for the first time. LODR, Leipzig, Ostdeutscher Rundfunk, and FKMS, Fernsehen Karl-Marx-Stadt. Welcome to the Sprockets family. This week we have a special feature on Sprockets. It is called Germany's Most Disturbing Home Videos. Germany's most disturbing home videos. And now I'd like to introduce the man who compiles all the videos for Germany's most disturbing home videos. You may know him as the wacky neighbor from Munich TV's hit comedy, Who Are You to Accuse Me? Please welcome Karl-Heinz Schalker.
I like how they're all dressed too.
Welcome to Sprockets, Karl-Heinz.
Danke, Dieter.
Karl-Heinz, you are beautiful and angular. And if you were a gas, you'd be inert. How do you go about compiling all of these videos?
Well, Dieter, all of our videos are sent in by ordinary Germans, like you and me. People with video cameras who happen to record the everyday occurrences of the grotesque and the profane.
I am so full of anticipation that my genitals have sucked up into my body cavity.
Thanks.
Before we begin, would you like to touch my monkey?
I would be honored.
Touch it! No, don't leave him on an speaking. Now I am as happy as a little girl.
It's just strange.
Let us see the first video.
The first video was sent in by Colin Hartman from Dusseldorf. Here is a fat man in a diaper cavorting about in a launch sprinkler. I guess this proves that old Bavarian saying that a fat man and a sprinkler are soon together.
Brilliant, truly disturbing.
The next disturbing video was sent in by Napoleon Schultz of Bremen. In it we see a man distributing leaflets. Another man comes over and read one. Watch what he does. He has kicked a man in the testicles. Look, the pain was so intense he has to vomit.
His agony was gorgeous. I need to be slapped.
The next video was sent in by Jürgen Gardner from Baden-Baden. Here they have come across the body of a tramp, which in itself is not so disturbing until it is turned over to reveal ants, ants, ants.
Now that's an ant farm of a different color.
Now this next video was submitted by Wolfi and Christa Zahner from Munster. It takes place at the Gleichofen Gallery in Hanover. Two people...
Your setup has become tiresome. Play it. A man and a woman do an installation. Watch what happens. His trousers have fallen down. And now we must vote.
The winner will receive 10,000 marks and a 1990 Chevrolet Geo.
Geo. Stylish, sporty, economical. That's Geo.
Video vote for number 1, Fat Man in Diaper. Number 2, Kick in the Testicles. Number 3, Ant Face.
I like this looking with the camera.
Number 4, Trouser Gallery.
Make your selection.
The most disturbing video is Trouser Gallery.
They did the.
Now's the time on sprockets when we dance.
That's Kraftwerk.
Yeah.
Sprockets, my guest has been Karl-Heinz Schalke. My name is Dieter. Auf Wiedersehen.
So that's of course Austin, Mike Myers, who did Austin Powers, which was popular, but he did that skit over and over, and they've got several different ones where he's supposed to represent what German TV's like, which obviously it's not that strange. So that's the warped view I've had of Germany as a kid. They showed me that, and of course World War II stuff, and then Berlin Wall. I said, and that's, other than ever going there, that's all I know so far.
Yeah.
And meeting you and things. Functioning one still. I have 3 of them. But that was a 2001. The Sony TR-818 is the model. And I think that's the first time I'd ever seen a lithium battery. The way they come on you.
You click them here.
Yep. And
I had the same one.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that the lens on those was really good.
Here you open up and then you put in the
Tape. Yep.
Yeah.
But yep, that's the one I filmed almost everything on for all my old.
And I had one that was the one before. You could put it on your shoulder.
I have 2 of them in here.
Ah, okay.
Here, Walter, film this for me. I'll show Stefan my. This is what I call the vault.
Okay. With all the tapes in it.
All the tapes. My old camcorder. See, and I've went through these and digitized all of them. But the movie I showed you yesterday, all the original stuff's here. And yeah, from 2001 and all the way through 2003, I've kept it all, and I kept them in here, and they've stayed pretty good. And I think I digitized just about every one of them.
Okay.
And that's the archive, the physical 8mm tapes from the original camcorder from all my YouTube videos.
But they demagnetize
They
after
do.
some years.
Yeah, and in 2018 is when I went through all these and got them, and luckily most of them were still intact.
Okay.
So I know that the VHS tapes do it really bad. And a lot of my early stuff that I filmed back in 2001, I would put straight on VHS tape and then erase the old tape, which I regret because a lot of the VHS tapes didn't hold up like these did.
Yeah.
Right here, this is the original Buddha Mini Mart sign that used to be down by the river on the way when you drive up to it. And it's hand painted. And the guy that painted it, I mean, it's been closed since forever, but I found that alongside the road. I'm like, I gotta have that. But yeah, but as you can see, I collect lots of weird things.
Yeah. And you're still making music?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I plan on recording some more, and if it doesn't snow too bad, the guy that has my studio, I was going to show you the studio, and it's right inside Bedford. Like right when you turn, where we turned off from 16th Street, it's like right there.
Okay.
And that's where I record everything. I'll just play a few of my songs, I guess. There are a few things. I mean, I'm not super skilled, but all the riffs I come with, I'll just practice something and get it. But
Drunk guy at a yard sale, he was passed out drunk. Billy Eilish sucks, fuck that guy. Or make music all the time. Billy Eilish sucks.
stuff like that. taught Stefan?
No.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just like to learn stuff. And
I used to sing in a band, in a school band. Camel played the guitar.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's, well, 40 years ago.
yeah. Did you do primarily rock or like pop music or?
Rock and pop, yeah.
Yeah, because I know that Tambo does a little bit
Did
of.
Lizzie, for example.
Oh, okay.
And some classic country roads we did. For
Okay.
example.
Yeah, John Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom really likes John Denver. She liked listening to him. Here's one. Yeah, this, as you can tell, it don't take much volume to. I mean, it's loud in here. But
No, but you don't disturb any neighbors.
no, I disturb my wife a lot of the time. She's like, "Oh, not again! What? Why do you have to play that so many times?" And I'm like, "That's how you practice."
Yeah, sure.
But no, I'll sit down and I'll come up with some silly lyrics and everything like anybody else does. And when I get one where I think I can play it through all the way without stopping, which that's always the thing, because the way Michael can stop and cut stuff, but he really likes it. He's like, man, he's like, if you can just play through the entire thing, that way it'll sound cohesive and everything once it's complete. So I try to get everything ready to go, and then lyrics are always last because I make sure it's going to fit everywhere in your music and everything. For me, that's how I record anyway.
Yeah, I see.
But yeah, there's the guitar anyway, which I'm sure they have those in Germany as well.
Well, sure.
And just working at Walmart till I can find a good one. I was working in home health and that got a little sketchy, so
Yeah, home health. My mom did home health. It's a lot of.
interesting.
It can be a lot.
Yeah, interesting people.
Yeah.
So no.
We've been documenting this visit too the whole time.
Oh, cool.
First thing, and I'll put it together here eventually, but
Melon.
probably after his report's out and everything. And but it's the first thing that happened to poor Stefan when he got here. He came all the way here in his rental car. I had to come in and jumpstart it for him. So I was like, no problem. I said, I know where you're at.
Yeah,
So-
he emailed me and was like, maybe today is not good. Like, it's really snowy up here.
Yeah, and I'm glad the first day we got out of this, I said, let's do shooting guys. My brother showed all kinds of his vehicles. My brother Tyler has 51 vehicles, and he's never been married, so he collects cars and stuff as a pastime. And he took Stefan on. He took him on a side-by-side ride and all kinds of stuff like that.
Fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I might take more pictures.
Sure.
Here, I see this spot. And then look out the window. And yeah, maybe with one with your arm down.
Okay.
And then look at me.
And now I can say I have a friend in America.
All right. Yeah, you can. Yep. And
You
everyone.
have a friend in Germany.
All right. Yeah, I do. Yes. Yes. I understand. But yeah, I appreciate all I really love the Berlin hat and all the things you brought. I didn't expect that. It was very nice.
Okay.
And I wish you safe travels on the way back. And thanks for coming to America and Buddha and Tunnelton.
Yeah. It was great.
Yep. All right.
Well, good luck with your chord stuff. I'm sure it goes okay.
All right. Yeah.
You're such a nice guy.
I know I gave you some yesterday, and I forgot I'd originally made this bag up for you, but it's some extras so you can give it to your son and be like, hey, I rode in that truck that got put together.
Okay.
And a whole bunch more of Trump.
I spread it.
Oh, yeah. You're like, get a load of this guy. All right.
Thank you very much.
Yep, no problem. I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
with the family.
Yeah.
Take care.
I will. I
I know Walter really thoroughly enjoyed the
Thank
trip.
you.
I'm sure he'll
You
never
too.
forget it.
No, I won't. Walter,
All right.
so nice to meet you. You're a nice guy.
All right.
Greetings to Alicia.
Yes, and I'll tell her you said so. And yep. Safe travels, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything. Yep. Good meeting you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Sarge.
Sarge, bye-bye.
Thanks, Stefan.
Till
Bye.
next time.
Yeah, until next time.
Bye.
Sounds like I'm gonna go ball in now.
Any final words, Dad?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hope Stefan has a safe trip back to Germany.
Alright.
Alright.